So, the new year, 2026. For career women, working moms, it's gonna be at the forefront. Your career, your work life, the balance, what you bring to the table in your relationship for your family. That is going to be the focal point, especially straight out the door in the beginning of 26. So you're going to be called to cement yourself into what you were destined to be called into. Like, let's say your life purpose was to always be a manager, but you've always had subordinate roles. Well, most likely you're going to have an opportunity at the beginning of 26 to take that leadership position and role. You have to look for the signs, you have to be ready, but it will provide itself to you for the taking if that is what the divine has called you to do. So that is going to be for all of us. Apply it to your life. I would have to know your chart specifically to know exactly where in your life this would apply. But that is the gist of it. That is the purpose of the beginning of this year. The divine is calling you to become your true authentic self. You're at that next step. You're, in a cliche way, it truly is a new year, new beginnings, your resolutions. But on top of that, it's like you're hitting the ground running, finally where you're supposed to be in life. The stars, the cosmos is all aligning to ensure that you make it to the finish line. And so start paying attention to things that your intuition is gravitating to, things that you're feeling called to, old ideas that might resurface, things and opportunities coming to you. You need to recognize them. You need to be ready to grab them. You need to be ready to get up and go. A lot of what is missed is simply because of a lethargic attitude. People miss it because they weren't paying attention, they got comfortable, they got lazy, they weren't going out there and wanting to go after what they deserve and want. And that is ultimately the reason for a lot of what the cosmos gives us a heads up on in a positive way that people end up missing. It's not because the cosmos didn't deliver what forecast it said it would. It is because you did not take the appropriate step to make sure you got what was coming and what came by. It's like a car drive by. If you're not ready, if you're not noticing it, you're going to let it drive right past you, and then you're going to be, none the wiser, whine about your life still being shitty. There's always, God, the divine has given us free will. A choice. Now we can either make the right choice or the wrong choice, but as I always tell my kids, you can never make a wrong choice. There is no wrong choice. There's detours, and with those detours are easier detours or more difficult detours. And all of our choices, what they have in common is the consequences. And so when you choose a certain thing, just be prepared for the consequences and be intuitive enough to know what your choices would end up possibly producing. The cosmos, astrology, was created by God as a tool to give information, like the weather. It's giving you a heads up on what to expect. Now you can either prepare for it and make sure you grab an umbrella on a certain day that's calling for rain, or you can just walk out in shorts and a tank top and be drenched in rain. It is totally 100% up to you and your actions that you do or do not take. But again, the focus of this new year is going to be your true purpose and goals, especially with Saturn going into Aries. Is fire, ambition, drive, dominance. You're going to go after what you deserve, what is not just what you deserve, but what you're naturally craving, what your soul is craving and gravitating to. It's going to be there for you to latch onto. But just like a wild bucking horse, a fire horse, which is this year's the year of the fire horse, last year it was a snake, it's going to just might pass you by. It's going to be running by you like a wild horse, no tame, no discipline. It's just gonna go, and you're either gonna latch onto it and grab it, or you're just gonna let it fly past you. So be prepared. Think on those intuitions. I use a lot of natural alternatives that help with intuition when I want to meditate. They're all legal, of course, but there are so many things out there, tools. I recommend grounding is scientific backed up thing that science literally supports. They have grounding. It's like a vibration, a current that literally will take your body and help ground it physically. I want to honestly buy one for my bed and to just have that every night when I sleep. It would be amazing. That's on my to-do list. But spiritually as well, grounding is just, there's so much good data out there about grounding yourself spiritually. And you can do that by meditating, closing your eyes, envisioning yourself and your body growing roots down into the earth, especially to the center of the earth. Go outside, walk barefoot, really connect with nature. Is a living thing. Ocean, water, it's all a living thing. So skin to skin, bear to bear, get connected with earth and the currents, and that will help stabilize you. And more than anything, you're going to need that. During this beginning of 26, you're going to need to be stable, grounded as much as possible, and in tune with your spirituality, connected to the divine so you don't miss anything. Now, it's inevitable. Again, we might take detours, but either way, if your intentions are pure, if you are trying hard, go after what you want and deserve, you will get it simply by your pure will and determination. There is no one that I've ever known or met that didn't dive deep into what they wanted that ended up coming up empty-handed. It's not a thing. Now, there's hard seasons. There's times where I had hard seasons and I was angry at the divine, mad that I was just getting whooped up the ass one side and another, not getting the blessings that I deserved. In fact, 25 was a doozy for all of us. It was brutal. The beginning of 25, what we felt, what we deserved, what we wanted, ended up being the opposite. It ripped us a new one. It put us through the ringer. It made us question relationships. It made us question ourselves. It made us doubt our spirituality and connection with the divine, questioning, is there even a God? Because this is some bullshit. 26 is rectifying that hard period. It's giving you your blessings that you deserved for staying strong, for hanging in, for not abandoning the divine, for not abandoning your life, but for hanging on. Pure will reminds me of a mother with her children, just hanging on because there's something more important and greater than just herself. You do it for your loved ones, you do it for yourself, but a lot of times our motivation comes from those that are under our protection, an umbrella, and a lot of that was in question during 25. So now we are reaping the rewards of not giving up, and you will see a drastic difference in the years. 25 and 26 are going to be very different. Let me know in the comments what you think, how it's been for you, if this resonates for you. I really would love to know what you guys might be going through, and hopefully if you want to speak one-on-one, I can help you with your walk, your spiritual walk, and how you balance that with your career, with life, with family. That's what I'm there for. This is what I offer on the side. Obviously have a day job, but I love to do this on the side and do some spiritual coaching. I make spirituality realistic and attainable to understand. So thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.